A startling revelation from a leading insurer reveals that 80% of ransomware victims choose to pay the ransom, not just endure the consequences. This alarming statistic comes from Hiscox's annual Cyber Readiness Report, which highlights how cyber attacks are no longer just a digital nuisance. They can spell disaster for businesses of all sizes. Imagine this: a major retail chain like Marks Spencer, a national co-op, and even a luxury car maker like Jaguar Land Rover have all fallen victim to sophisticated cyber attacks in the past 6 months. The fallout has been staggering, with one automaker receiving a £1.5 billion government-backed loan to shield its supply chain from the chaos caused by a month-long factory shutdown. Yet many smaller firms lack the financial cushion to weather such storms, leaving them vulnerable to both hackers and the economic toll of cybercrime. But here's where it gets controversial. Should businesses pay ransoms to regain access to their data? While 80% of small and medium-sized businesses, SMEs, surveyed by Hiscox paid the price, only 60% successfully recovered their data, and nearly a third of those who paid faced additional demands for more money, a dangerous cycle that could push companies into deeper financial trouble. The stakes are even higher. Cyber attacks don't just disrupt operations, they threaten the very survival of a business. As Eddie Lamb, global head of cyber at Hiscox, warns, no company, no matter how small, can afford to ignore the catastrophic impact of a cyber attack. The financial fallout, combined with the stress of recovery, can lead to burnout, staff turnover, and even bankruptcy. Take Jaguar Land Rover, for example. Just weeks before a potential cyber insurance policy was finalized to cover disruptions, the company was hit by a crippling attack. Now, it faces an estimated £200 million in losses from lost production. Experts argue that insurance policies must reflect real financial risks. Otherwise, they're just paper promises. For a company like JLR, a £300 to £500 million coverage would require a £5 million premium with a £10 million deductible, says Henry Green of Assured. Yet, such high-cost policies remain out of reach for most businesses, despite the growing cyber insurance market. Last year, the sector was worth £521 million and is projected to hit £2.4 billion by 2033. The question remains, is paying ransoms the right choice? Some argue that holding on to data is a riskier option, especially when hackers threaten to leak sensitive information, like the personal details of children in a nursery chain. As the cybersecurity landscape evolves, one thing is clear: businesses must invest in robust protections. Otherwise, they may find themselves trapped in a cycle of fear, financial ruin, and endless questions. What would you do if your data were stolen? Would you pay the ransom or fight to recover it? Share your thoughts in the comments below.